In this video tutorial I will teach you how to make the swirls with petals. So you will need to crochet Romanian cord 20 centimeters long. Make sure to weave in the ends of thread that you will not have them anywhere. And insert in one end of the cord a different thread. This thread can be a different color, or if you use different shades of ecru, as I was telling you about this, or the same color, it does not matter. Everything will look still beautiful. If you have everything in white or only one ecru color, I would continue this way. So insert the thread. I use my Gutermann thread to decorate. And at first, let's count stitches on one of the sides of the Romanian cord. We will need to count 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, right here. And normally what I do, I will just stretch that stitch so that it will be easy for me to see. Here, that stitch. The next step, I will just slightly zoom it so that you could see everything. And next step, I will insert my hook, pull threads through this tip of the cord, fold it, and connect to that 18th stitch that I marked, and pull thread through all those stitches. If you want to avoid this stretched stitch as I have here, so in order to fix this, you can go again into the tip of the Romanian cord right in here, and again into that stitch, the same stitch, grab the thread. I'm not sure I pulled it all correctly, and pull it through the stitch. You can do it a few times, or you can also make here, sometimes you can go a little bit deeper inside the cord itself and bring thread again, slip stitch, pull thread this way. Now turn your work so that your loop will be on your left, and make a first slip stitch into the first stitch of the Romanian cord. A slip stitch. After that, we will crochet the petals. We will skip one stitch right here, one bump, and into the next one we will crochet double crochet stitches. Here you have to again figure out for yourself how many of them you need. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sometimes you can go with only 5 stitches, double crochet stitches. Sometimes you need to have more, up to 10, depending on your tension, depending on the hook and size of thread you use. So this is why I do not give you exact number of double crochet stitches. Because for you, you probably will make fit here 5 if you're using a little bit thicker thread. I use fine thread and fine hook, and I can fit 8, probably even 9. And the way I check if it's good enough, I will skip again 1 stitch, and into the next stitch I will make slip stitch and see how my petal behaves. If your petal does not curve and create this kind of weird shape, then you're fine. If it's on its own kind of closing this direction, that means you don't have enough double crochet stitches here. You want those petals be visible, flat, just like that. So let's review how I did this. So we made connected our cord to make big loop, and connect until you will not have this inside visible hole. Then we turn our Romanian cord that the loop will be on our left. And first we will make slip stitch, skip 1, and 5 to 8 double crochet stitches into the 3rd stitch. Then again skip stitch and slip stitch into the next. And this is the pattern you will repeat. Repeat 11 more times. First around this loop, and then a little bit on the tail of the cord. So I already have my slip stitch, skipping 1 stitch, and into this stitch we will make double crochet stitches. I should probably pick up a different thread for the video tutorial. Not easy to crochet with this thread, because you sometimes can lose track of those strands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So again, 8 for me, probably for you it will be more. Now there's one more thing. Right now at this point it's not enough for me even 8, because I am on a round, really curvy area, really dramatic curve here. So I could see that 8 stitches are not enough. You see where my stitch is? And if I close it, the stitch goes like that, the petal. So I will make 2 more. I believe I need 2 more. Yeah, 1 more. So I did this petal with 10 double crochet stitches. All you need to check to make sure that sorry, that your petal is not folding. It is just straight like that, flat. And continue. So you probably will be doing the same thing here. 10 double crochet stitches into this stitch 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and still we're on a curve, really dramatic curve. You will need 10. At least I need 10. So you know how to check if it's enough of double crochet stitches, if it's enough in the right amount for you, and continue. So skip the stitch and continue right here. Your loop can be around, a little bit prolonged, more oval. It's up to you how you will shape it. Most of my loops later look like a teardrop in a shape. Okay, let's continue. Again, I will skip and I will make, probably again I will make 10, just because of that curve. I lost it. Have to pick up all the strands. You probably hear this noise. I have my thread in the little vase. I love to buy little small vases or candlesticks. This was actually for candles. And I put my yarn in there. I also use little containers like that for sauce. I can put here all my markers or my thread. Okay, let's continue. Now 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And later I will just use 8 only. And again skip 1 and slip stitch into the next. So I could fit here 4 petals, sometimes 5, like this one has 5 petals fit here. So you can make your loop bigger, also the possibility. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 'and now I will go only with 8. Skip 1 and slip stitch. So from now on will be 8 double crochet stitches. Again, skip 1 and go in the next one. These petals, I call them petals, but in the books this shape of this way of crocheting, this pattern called shells, or the other name forgot, fan. Yeah, fan, shell or fan, really does not matter how you call them. I call them petals because we crochet botanical motifs, all of them flowers, swirls, branches, and they remind me of the petals of a flower. Okay, now right in here, slip stitch. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. So 6 more to go. I will stop here and only give you a few things as an advice, because I don't want my video will go forever to upload. 15 minutes video and uploading for a couple hours. So you can crochet as long as you want this petal. You can make whole entire tail here with those petals. Try this, probably you will like it. I decided to go a little bit different, and I'm finishing all my swirls with petals the same way. 12 petals only. You can make bigger loops, smaller loops. You can play with this. You can decide on your own. When you will finish this curve with petals, later you can leave your Romanian cord or straight, or you can make a curve. To make it curvy, you can crochet slip stitches along the side of the tail of the cord. So it's just slip stitches. Depends on your tension again and the hook that you will choose. This can go or bigger curve or smaller curve. It's up to you. Again, use the same technique that we used as before I showed you. Draw yourself a curve. You can use this curve up or down, and decide how you will go about it. One of my cords is quite curvy. You can see this one not as much, and this one also not too curvy. It's up to you. You can crochet and develop this curve by skipping stitches. I wouldn't skip too many of them. Like for example, you make slip stitches, 10 of them, or 5 or 10, and you skip one, make another one. It all depends how much you want that curve. Okay, so you need to develop your own way of making the curve by skipping stitches or crocheting tighter or crocheting with finer thread and finer hook. All those things, all those different techniques that I mentioned here will give you the different curve, whichever you desire. Too much of a curve, not too much of a curve, or just a straight line. So after you finish your petals, I go with 12 petals, continue with slip stitches. You can also make this here, this side, with crab stitch, reverse crab stitch or crab stitch to decorate it. It's up to you, whatever you like.